All right. Gophers fans, all hope has been lost. Perich. Forgot to turn my light on. There we go. Now you can see me, people. Perich transfers to Oregon. He is now a Duck. Real
Quack,
quick
quack.
question. Who do you think would win in a fight, a Duck or a Gopher?
Oh, wow.
I don't know why I just
Probably
thought
a
of that.
gopher.
I think the Gopher, but the Duck, the Pecker maybe will get a few jabs in there.
Gosh.
Yeah, either way, I'm going to pull this up real quick. Obviously, top one, Perich to Oregon just happened about 30 minutes to an hour ago. The top safety on the entire transfer portal, or in the transfer portal there, and he took a visit to only Texas Tech and Oregon. Yeah, I think he was in Oregon for his visit yesterday, so committed one day after that. It's definitely so. Our top three when he did enter the transfer portal was Ohio State, Miami, and then Oregon. There's reasons between both, like all three of them. Ohio State being like the kind of just like Caleb Downs is being drafted. They need a guy at safety. I'm actually surprised they didn't bring him in for a visit, especially being out of the playoff now.
Did we
I'm
ever
kind of
even like?
surprised they didn't.
Did they? Maybe they just have their own guys that they already filled. Maybe it's already filled.
It is,
I
but
don't
I
know.
think Coy definitely would have overtaken either one of them that is going to be there next year. But either way, they feel good where they're at. But then
Unless it was a
one of
money thing
our
too.
yeah, one of our commenters brought up the idea he might follow our old DC to Miami, which would have been, and Miami had an open slot coming up next year too. I'm kind of surprised there was nothing there too, but our third option was Oregon. Oregon was one of the top three schools I think he was down to. It was Ohio State, Oregon, and Minnesota when he did commit out of high school. So Oregon is where he decided. He did take a visit to Texas Tech. Obviously didn't like it enough there. But yeah, big news. Perich goes to Oregon. So, I mean, I don't think that there was a very big chance of him coming back, but I mean,
Right.
you never knew. There could have been a good chance, but and then we'll go over just a little couple other news snippets. First off, Malachi Coleman, an absolute traitor, has committed to the Wisconsin Badgers today. I mean, good for him. I was actually really excited to see him next year. 6'5", kind of speedy wide receiver, great deep threat. He had that really good catch against Northwestern. And then obviously as a prospect, he was a 4-star coming in. So it was a big recruit for the Gophers. They didn't really just get to use him at all, really. And yeah, so I mean, it stinks seeing him go, but the Gophers have already kind of reloaded in the receiver room for next year. But then the biggest point that I'm going to make here, I gotta go to the Gophers now. The biggest point going into the offseason was the Gophers needed to rebolster their interior D line because the top 4 guys were all seniors and won't be returning, including like Redding, Eastern, and those guys and the guys behind them. And so 2 days ago, they got Zion Chapman, a 4-star transfer from FIU, 6'3", 300-pound interior defensive tackle last year for FIU. In 12 games, 15 total tackles, 3 TFLs, 3 sacks, 15 quarterback pressures, 1 forced fumble, 1 blocked field goal, and 1 pass defense. So kind of had a snippet on every kind of play there for the Panthers. Yeah, it's a huge pickup for the Gophers. And now that's 1 3-star and 1 4-star they're bringing in for the interior D line. Of course, they're going to get some others, and there's other guys that are ready to come up, just haven't played before. Some other ones, Caleb McGrath, a punter, transferred to NDSU. TJ Thomas, though, running back from Elon. He's also kind of just a punt returner. He didn't have a lot of runway with Elon. Oh, and by the way, we talked about last Gophers kind of episode. A bunch of these recruits, almost all of them, are not just 1-year rental kind of guys, because Zion Chapman, too, he has 2 years of eligibility left, too. And then TJ Thomas has 3 years of eligibility. So you add another running back after losing Fame Ejiboy. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. And you got to keep it going. And then we're going to go over 2 wide receivers. And I don't know if you did see Trev Fame, Egypt Boy did commit to Purdue. So he found a
Okay.
home there. Committed to Purdue 3 days ago. Zaquan Bryan obviously committed to
Yeah. South
Bold.
Florida.
Jalen Bowden, he committed to Eastern Carolina. And then so Noah Jennings from Cincinnati, he only has 1 year of eligibility left, one of the rare 1-year guys that the Gophers have got now. Either way, he's a 6', 190 speed wide receiver, really good route runner. In 12 games, he had 23 receptions, 323 yards. I don't think he had any touchdowns this year, but he was kind of down the depth chart there in Cincinnati. Cincinnati had a good team this year, so it's another good pickup at wide receiver. But then other one being Zion Steptoe, which is, I guess, kind of a fun name, Zion Steptoe.
Yeah.
Either way, 5'11", another route runner, like kind of beast. Last year at Tulsa, 272 yards. Again, it was just down the depth chart. And then also only 1 year of eligibility left. These two, Noah Jennings and Zion, are going to be depth guys. They're going to be your 4th and 5th wide receiver most likely. Maybe even your 5th and 6th based on Braden Stevens are like true freshmen if he gets time. We don't know how that's really going to play out, but you have Javon Tracy, Jalen Smith, and then now if I go down here, you also have 4-star wide receiver Perry Thompson from Auburn, and he's going to be stepping in as a starter day 1. So that's really all that's happened. A few more things for sure, but that's kind of a little update. But the main news tonight, kind of breaking news, I guess you could call it, Perich to Oregon. Not something you want to see, but we don't play them next year, so maybe he'll enter the draft.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we don't.
No revenge game
this year, but yeah, no revenge game. He'll probably be into the draft after next year, wouldn't you assume so?
I don't know. Like I said with him, I actually don't even think he's going to be like NFL good. I think he's more of like a college good player. He'll like obviously get drafted and all, but he doesn't like seem like a very smart IQ player.
Okay, so Trev, you and I talked about that when he entered the portal. I watched more and more film on him in the past couple weeks. I am starting to actually agree with you hardcore because Coy is a heck of an athlete. I mean, his vertical on some of the interception against USC last year, and
that was a good.
Some of the picks, but he seems just a little slow. Maybe reading the entire offense and just kind of just the ability to read the quarterback's eyes. He seems a bit slower in his not progressions, because that's more of a quarterback term, but progressions, switching to wide receiver in a type of zone.
Yeah.
This year he got caught lacking a few times in some games. So
I'm just even at speed, because when we use him as a returner and the few times we've used him as a receiver, I'm like, he's not even that fast. Yeah, especially for NFL standards, it's average speed at best.
Yep.
What happens when a team splits in the NFL, right? So he's on the Vikings and us with regardless. You do a full out blitz and he's got to cover a receiver. That receiver, if it's a speed guy, will run right past him, or if it's just a quick slant drag, I mean, he's just going to get burned.
Exactly.
I don't know. Just my opinion on it.
Yeah. I mean, there's positives here. I mean, like we said, they're kind of building up the interior D-line again, so that's good. And they still have guys in the secondary. And we went over it a few, probably a week or 2 ago when he entered the portal. Kind of went through the whole Gopher kind of standpoint roster, and the secondary still has Aiden, is it Gousby, right? Gooseby. Okay. But Kerry Brown, I mean, John Nestor will be back next year. Zach Harden was a true freshman this year that didn't get much time, but there's guys, and then they've reloaded. They have a few guys in the transfer portal. So Nothing to really worry about, the Gophers fans. It's not going to be. It's going to be a hit. It's going to be a nail in the head, not in the coffin though. You're not shutting the coffin on this team. It's like it's a loss, but overall standard, the Gophers are honestly killing the transfer portal right now. I think they're ranked 18th in all of the nation. So, PJ, keep doing what you're doing. They have their offense honestly set for like pretty much all standards. I would say now you got to go all in on a tight end. Like that's the biggest thing right now. And actually, just before we end, real quick, I know we have a few things to get to. I'm just going to pop the top tight ends list out there right now. So obviously, like Buchanan committed to Michigan, I think yesterday. Brahmer went to Penn State, so you got to go down a little bit. Top one, this could be likely. Maybe the Badgers get a wide receiver. We take Tucker Ashcraft from them.
Yeah, it's a trade.
250. Yeah, basically. That could be kind of likely. It looks like he's missing a tooth, so
that's good.
Hard-nosed football player right there. But go get him, or I don't know these players very well, but from Arizona, Kayan Burnett or New Mexico State, Gavin Harris. Those are the top three guys available. I do know Ashcraft a little bit from Wisconsin. Good pass catcher, but he's also a good run blocker. Either way, there's still options available. That's your main focus now. Get a tight end, and this team will be fine next year. They'll win games. So, not all hope is lost, Gophers fans. But that's it for today. Just an emergency episode. Coy Perich to Oregon. Anyway, content out tomorrow, and just like that, the rest of the week, the rest of the month. Also, don't forget, register to win the free tickets we're giving away. Giving away 2 tickets to a Wild Canadians game on February 2nd. We draw the winner on January 26th. Maybe people don't want to go after tonight's performance, which we'll get to in a couple episodes from now. But either way, people go register on Instagram and see how you enter there. So, all right. Peace out, people. Follow all the socials. Forgot to say that, but
Follow and like.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later.